listen, moderating is a very specific skill that I've learned a lot about today. You gotta keep it moving. But the problem is I am so enthralled by what everyone's saying that I just like want to listen. And then we don't get to everything. So that's what I've learned today.
Yeah. And you did a great job.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely is a difficult thing to do. Did you guys miss a lot of the questions today?
There was just the sort of two at the end that we missed, and then you have backup questions, other things you can touch back on, or if there's time to get audience questions. But with the time constraint and this amount of people, it's tough because everybody has such great stuff to say.
Right.
This is kind of a two-part question. I noticed you grew up in St. Louis. I grew up near St. Louis myself.
No way.
And that you're a musical theater nerd. So have you ever been on the stage of the Muni?
I sure have. I have a bunch of times.
What's your favorite musical? Or is that like choosing a favorite child?
It's almost impossible. I mean, like if you go, back to the OG core, like West Side Story sort of started it all. But then I love like Sweet Charity, and I love In the Heights, and there's just so many categories I could go. Yeah.
That's great.
I love the Muni.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Muni Theater in
In St. Louis. Yeah.
I was there in high school.
No
We
way.
went for a convention, and they brought us in for Bye Bye Birdie. I'll never forget it. It was hotter
I love
than
Bye Bye Birdie.
blazing.
It's hot. It's outdoor.
Yeah.
I think it's like one of the largest outdoor summer theaters in the country.
So tell me a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I'm an actor. I started as a dancer to actor, and then I started writing and directing. I'm also a martial artist, and I started a company called Not Your Daddy's Films that basically supports and trains women and non-binary filmmakers.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, it's really amazing. I'm one of 5 co-founders. We started about 2.5 years ago, and it has just grown astronomically. It's been really, really cool. We do screenings, we have workshops, we do panels, we have a podcast, we throw parties. It's just a big gathering ground for in-person, for us women and non-binary creatives to find each other, work together, talk about it, and grow.
Gestures at the world. Do you? What do you see in the future of working with those?
I hope it's a kinder future in this industry. I hope it's a more cohesive future where we can work together in a faster, stronger way and make things that are just as compelling as they've been made, but our way this time, with each other too. So much of it is about finding your people to make things with and holding on tight to those people.
Oh, okay. I love that you're a martial artist in there. Hip-hop flair that could quite literally gouge your eyes out.
It's true.
As an English nerd who has finally gotten over the literally being not used as literal, how is that? How do you define that?
How do I define that? I'm a hip-hop dancer and martial artist, and Krav Maga is one of the disciplines that I study, and that is all about practical everything. So how do you make a lot of impact when somebody's close to you when you can't get away? You gotta gouge an eye. You gotta gouge an eye. That's what I know.
Do you feel your work as a hip-hop artist and martial artist, how does that blend in with being an actor and a director and a producer and all that?
I think especially for directing, there's so much musicality and choreography in directing, and I think it's just looking at the composition of a film in a very different way. I really love action, so I think an important thing for me is to keep directing action, and there aren't so many female directors or genre directors that are women, so I think digging into that, what I already know so well, and making more and more films with that in mind.
What would be your favorite project that you've done?
That I've worked on or want to work on?
Both. Let's do both.
Let's do both. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know the next question is going to be
Yeah.
the other. So.
Might as well. Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard. I would say two favorite things. I just worked as an actor on the show Dexter: Original Sin,
Oh, okay.
which, speaking of franchises and horror, I am such a fan of that franchise, so that was really special to get to pop in and see and work with those actors, work with the showrunner, the directors. It was all of so many of the original people a part of it too. So that was just incredible to watch something of that scope be put together as an actor that is also a filmmaker. Okay, yeah, so maybe I'll just say that. I'll say that to save us all time. And then what I would like to work on is, I think, something like a show like that where I could be an actor and also direct episodes. But then other things I would love to do would be big budget action films, big budget movie musicals, just sort of that. I love that spectacle with the heart.
What's your favorite musical?
Yep. Yeah, she said we talked about that.
Oh, we did. Oh, I missed
West
that.
Side Story.
Oh, West
But
Side
so
Story.
many. Yeah, so many. It's so hard.
As a multi-hyphenate, do you feel drawn to one over the other, or do you like rotating, or?
It's hard. I think for me, I used to think I had to pick earlier in my career, and still people always ask me that, and I want to stay so strongly to I don't have to pick. I love being able to pop between the different types of jobs because it keeps it really exciting for me, and I learn so much about the different aspects of it, and that feeds into being the different things. So I think bouncing between developing and being an actor and being a director is really exciting for me.
I've got one for you if you don't.
Yeah, go for it.
Musically related. Filmed musicals are making a comeback.
Sure.
Which one would you like to work on?
All of them. Every single one. Wicked is so exciting. I think it's bringing musicals really back into the forefront. For that being a normal thing, sort of like it used to be back in the day when a movie musical was a normal occurrence. I would make any of them. Any musical, any movie musical. I'm in.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Mm-hmm.
Which has a musical version.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That is so true.
No, go ahead.
What was it? I had it and then I lost it. Dancing and martial artists, there's obviously similarities.
Yeah.
Do you feel, is the choreography, do you tend to borrow from one to the other?
Absolutely. Yeah. But I think for martial arts, I had to forget some of the dance, which is hard because I'm, used to doing choreography because it has to be reactionary and natural, and you can't let somebody see you coming. So much about martial arts is how to make a quick impact and then get away. So, if I'm looking like a dancer, they know what's coming. There's no surprise. But it is all just picking up different styles of movement, so it definitely was very helpful.
How did you get into this?
All of it? My parents are psychologists. So I think that right. But I do think understanding the human condition is so part of my fabric. And my mom loved movie musicals. We watched all of them growing up. That's what we watched. And a lot of comedy. So and then I was a gymnast, started performing, and then switched to dance, and was this is it. I don't know what it's going to lead to. I knew I was always going to be sort of morphing. But yeah.
We have been given the wrap-up signal, so anything final that you want to put in?
I don't think so. Just excited to keep going and keep working with women.
That's great. That's great.
And I'm assuming that there's a website for
Yes,
that. Okay.
there's a website, social media, everything.
Back to the first one, I was in Explorers, which is kind of a co-ed Boy Scouts.
Uh-huh.
And they took us on a tour of the Muni, and I got to stand on the Muni stage.
Oh, it's so special.
So, anyway.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
will release you back into the wild.
Thank you guys so much.